one, we can observe that 95.4% of the people that answered our survey agreed that corruption exists more and more every day against 4.6% that believes it doesn't. 52.3% of the people have hope and believe that we can fight corruption and make it disappear, while 33.8% believe it is very unlikely to achieve this, and 13.8% that have no hope at all in getting over this obstacle. In this one, we can observe that sadly 73.8% of the people does not trust the authorities to speak out about corruption, and 21.5% say maybe they would but they are not sure, and only 5.7% does. In this one, we can observe a great balance between the people that do know where to present their complaint and the ones who don't, where 50.8% answered affirmatively and 49.2% didn't. Most of the people, 64.6%, that present their complaints do it in the system of citizen complaint, while 14.6% do it in the public ministry, and 12.5% by mail or telephone to the governmental website, and only 8.3% use another method.
73.8% of respondents say that authorities have encouraged them to give the well-known mordida, act that is known as the most famous talking about corruption. On the other hand, 26.2% say that they have not been made to commit this act. Of the 73.8% who answered that if they had been incited to give a mordida in the last question, only 14.3% say to have reported to the authority that prompted him to do so, while 85.7% did nothing about it. Of the respondents who answered that they did not denounce the authority, 57.1% stated that they didn't do so because of the distrust in the complaint system. 20.4% say that because they didn't know anything, 14.3% for another reason, and just 8.2% for laziness. In our open question about what would you do to fight corruption, the most common answers were: es necesario elegir gobernantes y líderes con calidad moral y amor a la patria, y educar desde la casa y desde pequeños a nuestras nuevas generaciones. Primero, hay que tomar conciencia y hacer que los ciudadanos cambien su actitud de pereza y aceptación hacia la corrupción. Después de eso, ya se podría hablar de sistemáticamente desmantelar la corrupción dentro del gobierno. In our open question about what would you do to fight corruption, the most common answers were: es necesario elegir gobernantes y líderes con calidad moral y amor a la patria, y educar desde la casa y desde pequeños a nuestras nuevas generaciones. Primero, hay que tomar conciencia y hacer que los ciudadanos cambien su actitud de pereza y aceptación hacia la corrupción. Después de eso, ya se podría hablar de sistemáticamente desmantelar la corrupción dentro del gobierno.
I think that a good way to stop or at least try to control corruption is in focusing more in education and really know who we are choosing to be our leaders. Nowadays, it seems like everyone can be a ruler, looking at our recent president. There must be mechanisms in place that operate as a check on thinking or behavior that represent a base to the previous corrupt ways of doing business in the public or private sectors. There just isn't any more professionalism. If each of us is honest towards our profession and takes it seriously, then corruption will automatically decrease.
Well, in my opinion, corruption has become a very big problem, and this is mainly because the way we are educated, and it has to be with our values and the way we think. Also, politicians and authorities are very implied into cases about corruption, and we don't do anything to change this situation. And if things continue the same, our sons and the sons of our sons will have to take the worst part of it. So we need to take action to change the situation.
In my opinion, I believe that this corruption comes from childhood, because if you didn't have a good education, of course you're drawn to what everyone else does. However, if you were well educated, you will know that that is wrong and that you must put a stop. My proposal to put a stop, besides educating their children well, will be to change government and Congress and to put qualified people willing to do things, trained and with lower salary, as well as announce any case of corruption that we are witnesses.
I think corruption in Mexico is a very big problem and that we can do much better. And the only solution for this problem is for us to make a little effort to make the laws being accomplished. And I think it all starts with us, because it's not only the fault of the politicians and the cops, it's also on us. So I think if we make a little effort, I think we can solve this very big problem. I think corruption in Mexico is a very big problem and that we can do much better. And the only solution for this problem is for us to make a little effort to make the laws being accomplished. And I think it all starts with us, because it's not only the fault of the politicians and the cops, it's also on us. So I think if we make a little effort, I think we can solve this very big problem.